Sponsored by Bangchak, Sustainable Business Development in Harmony with the Environment and Society.
Today we'll take a look at India, particularly what are the risks and the opportunities, as well as introduce ourselves to Gujarat, India's business hub city. India is a land of contrast and contradiction that make it difficult to assess the investment opportunity. Hundreds of millions live in villages, yet India is urbanizing as well as faster than any nation except China, with 45 Indian cities now have populations over 1 million people. India top officials have insisted that India is getting richer. There is a country also young and the restless. The median age is 26. Teens and young adults are digitally savvy and aspire higher education. The Indian government is now trying to emphasize the manufacturing sector, where it targets for 2022 to improve the share of manufacturing in GDP from 16% to 25%, thus creating 100 million more jobs.
There's been a lot of Thai investors coming to India. While I was an ambassador in Europe for about 3 to 4 years, there were less Thai investors going there than the first 4 months I was reassigned to India. I had the opportunity to visit a lot of factories of leading business companies, whether it be the Gujarat Pokapan, who has been situated in India for over 20 years. The Italian Thai has gone there to build an airport in Kolkata, built a second-tier dam for India, as well as built tunnels and subway train for the country. SEG, Pruksa Real Estate, and Union Frozen have also tapped into the Indian market. However, I think it is still not enough, because if we look at the numbers, the investment from Thailand has not reached a net worth of $100 million compared to our investment in other countries. Plus, the economy and growth capability of India and the increasing purchasing power of Indian consumers of up to 1.2 trillion, which is a good enough reason for us to start pushing for more investment in the country. They have the manpower and cheap cost of labor. More importantly, we must obtain the accurate information because Thais still have the old mindset of how India is. I have been in India for a year and a half. I've seen that the country has developed in many ways. I visited the headquarters of Infosys, which is India's leading IT company and has about 25,000 young IT engineers. India also has a leading pharmaceutical company that is well known for its researches. These companies are the ones that have been competing very well with those in the developed countries.
With only 5% of India's total population, Gujarat has 16% of its industrial production. The state has been witnessing double-digit growth in the last 5 years, even in times of the global recession. These advantages are believed to be truly compelling proposition for Thai investors. There is no surprise that Gujarat has become home to some of the largest domestic as well as international businesses in India.
Now, from visiting 13 to 14 states, I foresee that Gujarat, the prospected business hub of India, is the right place for Thai business to start tapping into the market because it answers to many of the concern and complaints from Thai investors. Whether it be the inadequate energy power, Gujarat has surplus amount of power. We often complain about the infrastructure in India, especially the condition of the roads. But Gujarat has 4-lane roads, 11 airports, and it has one of the 3 Indian Ocean coasts that runs to a total of 1,700 kilometers. India has expanded vastly in terms of economic-wise. It is good to see that Italian Thai has incorporated itself across India now. Pruksa Real Estate has also started its housing estate projects for the middle class. I would say that infrastructure companies will get a great opportunity in investing in India, which will definitely see increasing consumers, as people who now ride bicycle will eventually have the purchasing power to buy cars and motorcycles. Many auto manufacturing companies around the world have moved their manufacturing base to India because they know that in the future, the cars produced in India will be high in demand. We are also considering encouraging more Thai investments in food processing, especially for vegetarian consumers, because people here eat vegan food. I would say that a whole range of infrastructure projects are where the government is putting a lot of emphasis. So you have massive investment schemes and favorable government policies in the road railway sector. A lot of this in the power sector. The government usually does not differentiate between foreign and domestic player. It tries to create an even playing field. So, any operation constraint or challenges in corporate tax or tax filing, the government keeps doing away or removing those challenges. It also has incentives for green technologies, energy-efficient technologies, and a whole range of incentives for energy-efficient production. There are incentives for investor-friendly environment. About 10 years ago, India had built a road into Silver Road, and right now, what they are working on is India-Myanmar-Thailand highway connectivity, which will be done fairly soon in India Northeast. India, as you know, has a comprehensive economic partnership agreement with the ASEAN countries, and it is part of the ASEAN +3 framework. With Thailand, they will conclude a treaty on investment in gold. India similarly moving to do the same one on the service sector. So you have this framework of India-ASEAN framework connectivity in that sector. In some cases, to keep in mind that infrastructure projects across the world, easy exit policies, debt fund, easy financing, have to have good legal team in India to understand its laws, but it's never denied.
สถานทูตก็จะรณรงค์ในเรื่องของอาหารมังสวิรัติเพราะคนอินเดียกว่าครึ่งประเทศเนี่ยเขารับประทานอาหารมังสวิรัติ